Trudeau's resignation isn't all it's cracked up to be, as we discussed in other videos, but the biggest silver lining in this case is the death of some terrible, terrible bills. Ladies and gents, welcome back. I told you this is a big story. There's a lot to cover in this. I don't even think I'll get to everything this morning, but I do want to touch on some of the big major issues that are going on right now. Now, with prorogation and dissolving of government, and then it looks like we're going to be going into an election right after, there won't be any time to sit down and pass a lot of these bills. And not only that, a lot of these bills are absolutely dead in the water as it stands. Now, there are some private members' bills that can be revived later on if those MPs even still have their jobs after all is said and done. But one's government bills, like Bill C-63, the massive censorship bill, the one that was designed to shut everybody down. It was obviously it's for the safety of the children. So, clutch those pearls. That's what they were gearing it towards. That's what they were saying the bill was. The Online Harms Act, as it was known, is dead in the water. This was the bill that was going to make new tribunals for people that say things on the internet. If it's offensive, you could be dragged before a secret tribunal, and it's kangaroo courts, much like we're seeing in Great Britain. But that's not the only one that's dead in the water. And of course, that is enough to celebrate. There is a lot more that are gone. They're dead. By proroguing Parliament, says Table Salt on X, the Liberal Party just wiped out all of these bills. 273 reports, bills, and acts. They burned all of their work just to try to save their own jobs. One page worth can be seen below. This is it. It's over. It's over for all of that work that they were trying to do to bring forward, whether it was UBI or, censorship, more censorship. Of course, there were some bills that passed through that will have to be repealed later, like Bill C-11, Bill C-18, but the rest of them are done. They're gone. See you later. Never to be seen again, hopefully. 10% raises, OAS raises, dead in the water. That's right. Tampon laws, gone. See you later. They're not happening. Orwellian pandemic laws, bye-bye. Woo, see you later. That'd be nice to see Bill C-293, gone. There's a lot of worries about Bill C-293. Not anymore, because that is bye-bye. Carbon tax reprieve for farmers, dead. Yeah, that's right. It was 18 months in the Senate, and they couldn't get that done. But it's dead anyway. So let's hope when the Conservatives get in, that they'll be able to help out the farmers by just eliminating the carbon tax altogether. 43, every school teacher, parent, or person standing in the place of a parent is justified in using force by way of correction towards a pupil or a child, as the case not repealed. You can spank your kids, I think. This is where we're at. And the list goes on. It goes on and on and on and on. There are more and more bills that are gone. They're absolutely gone. And they did this just to save their own necks. As we can see here, this is an interview with Liberal MP Wayne Long, basically saying that, well, not saying outright to Vashi on CTV News, our chances of winning the next election have just gone up by 1,000%. These are the people that gave Justin Trudeau power, and now they've reneged it, and they want to continue to keep their jobs.
What was going through your head as you watched the Prime Minister make that announcement finally today?
Honestly, sadness. It's a day that we did work towards, and a day that we wanted to happen. But it's pretty sad that we had to get to this point. I mean, to your other commentators' words, this should have and could have happened months ago. But you know what? It happened. It's a day of reflection, I know, for a lot of us. But in the end, it had to happen. Our chances of winning the next election have just gone up by about 1,000% than they were 2 hours ago. So I look at this as a day of sadness and reflection, but also day one of our rebuild. Let's go.
As you see, looking out to save his own neck, save his own neck. They're all looking out to save their own hides. Not ever mentioning how much they were in support of Justin Trudeau. How Justin Trudeau actually brought a lot of these Liberal MPs in the last election, or the election before that. Absolutely dirtbags, just saving their own skin. Now we're going to be going into an election moving forward, as they're about to talk about here.
Let me ask you about that, because we just heard from Yves-François Blanchet, the leader of the Bloc, as well as Pierre Poilievre, who posted a video, essentially both saying, regardless of who's leading the Liberal Party, we should go to an election, A, sooner rather than later, but B, it's not going to be that different. That's the characterization, that we're going to hear from opposition parties heading into a campaign. Why do you think differently, and how would you like to see a leadership race unfold?
Well, I mean, step one, check. The Prime Minister said he's going to resign. Step two, he prorogued until March 25th. So let's have a robust, open, transparent leadership race. Canadians deserve to have a real choice. And I certainly understand Yves Blanchet or Pierre Poilievre in his ad he just released, wanting it right now. But Canadians deserve a real choice between two parties that offer a vision. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got to reboot.
Yeah, you do. You got to reboot. And you know what? There's a lot of people calling for a great choice for the Liberals. Now, you have to understand, anyone can join the Liberal Party and anyone can vote in their elections. You remember going back to that whole hand dong thing? Even non-citizens can go in and vote in their elections. And that's why there's now a campaign to get Liberal Mark Garretson elected as the leader of the Liberal Party. The Pleb reporter putting this one out there. I just registered as a Liberal member to vote for Mark Garretson for the new leader. If you haven't been following, Mark Garretson is that one MP that's been really trying all that time, and even though Trudeau is throwing so many people under the bus, still wouldn't pick this guy. Oh, this guy is absolutely a piece of work, and he would be the perfect guy to go up against Pierre Poilievre in debates in Canada on the Liberal Party. I put out there, do your civic duty, register to vote. It's free. It's free to join the Liberal Party, and they've laid it out in their constitution, as I showed in the other video this morning. If you didn't catch that, Marty up north pointing out, I've just been reading over the party's constitution. They have a few problems to deal with quickly. Their best constitution stipulates that a leadership review has to be had at least 90 days. Right now, Parliament is prorogued for 77 days. This election is going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting. And I hope to have someone like Mark Garretson as the leader of the Liberal Party. Now, all joking aside, this is serious. You can go and vote in this election. And I've been encouraging people for months and months and months and months. Don't just get involved at the general election time. Your civic duty is in democracy isn't summed up by what you do every 4 years when you go to the polls every 4 years. No. You can vote in these party elections, and this is how you get your voice to be heard. But this is, in all seriousness, this is what Liberal MP Wayne Long had to say after this.
We need to move the party more to the middle, more centrist. We have to look at some of the policies that have certainly driven Canadians away from us. But no, we've got time. We've got 70 days. Let's have an open, transparent, robust leadership contest. There's all kinds of great candidates that clearly want to run. And I'm looking forward to seeing who puts their name forward, and let's get at it. Let's get at it.
Let's move more towards the center, he says. They want to go away from their radical left ideology that Justin Trudeau brought in, and they were very happy to encourage and be a part of. And now they want to reel it back. In 70 days, they're going to turn the whole party around, and they're going to be an entirely new government. I don't think so. And I would say don't be fooled by this, but I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Are you fooled by this? Would you be fooled by this, or do you think voters would be fooled by this? This is a last-ditch effort by the Liberal Party to try to clamor and hang on to power by proroguing Parliament, forcing Justin Trudeau to prorogue Parliament and get resign and try to get a new party leadership thing going on. They knew they were all going to lose their seats. I wished Trudeau would stick it out and be the leader of the party going into the next election, but that is not going to happen. I'd love to hear what you have to say about all of this. Leave a comment in the comment section down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.